Good morning, students. How are you? I hope you all are doing well and ready for today's session, isn't it? So, before we start today's session, let me discuss some important points regarding the Google Classroom. Okay, so dear students, maximum of you have joined the Google Classroom with your own name, and it's really good. Okay, and the students, those who have not joined using your own name and you have joined by using your parents account, please, it's my request, create a new account with your own name and rejoin the Google Classroom, because it's very difficult to remember the parents name. Okay, because in my side, whenever I open the Google Classroom and whenever I will check your assignments, if you send with your own Google account, okay, if you have created your Google account and if you have joined the Google Classroom with your own Google account, it's become very easy for me to track who have submitted the homework. Otherwise, if you have joined by using your parents account, it's really difficult because I do not know your parents name. Okay, so it's my request, please create a Google account with your own name and rejoin the Google Classroom. And while submitting the assignment, please follow the procedure as shown in the last class video. Okay, I have already sent you a video in which I have explained how you have to attach your assignment whenever I have given you any homework or classwork. All right, so let's start the session. Okay, now before we start the session, let's do a quick recap of what we have done in the last class. In the last class, we have learned how to add three-digit numbers without regrouping, isn't it? So let us solve this example together. All right, the example is add 634 and 152. So dear children, the first step is what? The first step is you have to arrange the numbers vertically. Okay. After the arrangement is done, alright, what you will do, you will add them starting from the ones place, isn't it? So what are the digits in the ones place? 4 and 2. So you have to add 4 plus 2. What is 4 plus 2? 4 plus 2 is 6. Okay, then once you have finished to add the digits in the ones place, you will move on to the tens place. Alright, so what is 3 plus 5? 3 plus 5 is 8. Okay, then once you have finished to add the digits in the tens place, you will move on to the hundreds place. Alright, so what are the digits in the hundreds place? 6 and 1. So what is 6 plus 1? 6 plus 1 is 7. So we got our final answer, isn't it? What is our answer? 786 is our final answer. Alright, all of you are clear? Okay, so now let's move on to the next topic, that is today what we are going to do. Let's start the session. All right, so dear children, please write down today's date in your copy, that is 12 August 2020. After that, write down lesson number and lesson name. Lesson 4, lesson name is addition. Alright, then today's topic is properties of addition. What is the topic of today? Properties of addition. Then write down today's objective in your copy. Today's objective is to understand the concept of properties of addition. Again, I'm repeating, today's objective is to understand the concept of properties of addition. I hope all of you have written. So let's start. So dear children, addition of numbers have some properties. Let us learn a few of them together. Alright, so property number one, zero property. Now, what is zero property? Zero property is a property when we add 0 to a number, the sum is the number itself. Alright, again I'm repeating what the zero property says. Zero property says that when we add 0 to a number, the number is the number itself. Alright, for example, if I give you the number 25 and asks you to add 0 to it, what will be the answer? According to the zero property, the answer will be 25. Okay, again I'm repeating. Zero property says that when we add 0 to a number, the sum is the number itself. Okay. I hope all of you are clear, isn't it? Now let's move on to the next property. Property number two. Property number two is after numbers property. After numbers property. Now what does after numbers property says? After number property says that when we add 1 to a number, we get the number just after it. Again I am repeating. When we add 1 to a number, we get the number just after it. Okay. For example, say if I give you the number 25, okay, and I ask you to add 1 to it, what you used to get? You will get 26, isn't it? Yes or no? 25 plus 1 is equal to 26, isn't it? So what we get? When we add 1 to a number, we get the number just after the number, isn't it? That is, after 25, what is the number? 26, isn't it? So after property says that, after numbers property says that when we add 1 to a number, we get the number just after it. Okay, I hope all of you are clear, isn't it? Now, let us talk about the next property, commutative property. Okay, commutative property. So what does commutative property says? It says that changing the order in which we add two numbers does not change their sum. Again, I'm repeating. Commutative property says that changing the order in which we add two numbers does not change their sum. Now, what does it mean? Consider the example. Suppose I give you 2 add 2 plus 3 and again I give a second addition problem 3 plus 2. What do you get the answer? 2 plus 3 is how much? 2 plus 3 is equal to 5, isn't it? Then 3 plus 2 is how much? 3 plus 2 is again 5. So you have seen that if we change the order in which we add, that means 2 plus 3 and 3 plus 2, the sum does not change. Okay, the result is the same. Okay, again let me repeat. Commutative property says that changing the order in which we add two numbers does not change their sum. Okay, I hope all of you are clear, isn't it? So let us do a quick recap of what we have learned today. We have learned about properties of addition. Alright, that means addition of numbers have some properties. What are they? Number one, zero property. Zero property says that when we add 0 to a number, the sum is the number itself. For example, when we add 35
plus 0, we get 35 itself. Okay.
So, dear students, I hope all of you are clear with today's objective, isn't it? Now, I have uploaded the classwork in the Google Classroom as well as the homework. Please do and submit it in Google Classroom only. Your assignments will not be accepted in my WhatsApp number. So, please do the needful. Okay. And with this, finally, I'll end today's session by saying, dear children, enjoy your online classes. Have a great day ahead. Thank you.